Today, the United States and our armed forces continue to lead the global coalition in our mission to destroy the terrorist group ISIL. As I outlined in my speech to the nation last weekend, our strategy is moving forward with a great sense of urgency on 4 fronts. Hunting down and taking out these terrorists, training and equipping Iraqi and Syrian forces to fight ISIL on the ground, stopping ISIL's operations by disrupting the recruiting, financing, and propaganda, and finally, persistent diplomacy to end the Syrian civil war so that everyone can focus on destroying ISIL. Armed forces continue to lead the global coalition in our mission to destroy the terrorist group ISIL. We are hitting ISIL harder than ever. Coalition aircraft, our fighters, bombers, and drones have been increasing the pace of airstrikes, nearly 9,000 as of today. Last month, in November, we dropped more bombs on ISIL targets than any other month since this campaign started. We're also taking out ISIL leaders, commanders, and killers one by one, training and equipping Iraqi and Syrian forces to fight ISIL on the ground. The point is, ISIL leaders cannot hide, and our next message to them is simple: you are next. Bunkers and staging areas, their heavy weapons, bomb-making factories, compounds. In recent weeks, we've unleashed a new wave of strikes on their lifeline, their oil infrastructure, destroying hundreds of their tankers, trucks, wells, and refineries, and we're going to keep on hammering those. Routes into Mosul. Again, these are urban areas where ISIL is entrenched. So far, ISIL has lost about 40% of the populated areas it once controlled in Iraq, and it will lose more. Local forces, Syrian Kurds, Arabs, Christians, Turkmen, and they are having success. After routing ISIL at Kobani and Tal Abyad, they've pushed ISIL back from almost across the entire border region with Turkey, and we're working with Turkey to seal the rest. ISIL's lost thousands of square miles of territory it once controlled in Syria, and it will lose more. Ordered to Syria, begun supporting local forces as they push south, cut off supply lines. All this said, we recognize that progress needs to keep coming faster. No one knows that more than the countless Syrians and Iraqis living every day under ISIL's terror, as well as the families in San Bernardino and Paris and elsewhere who are grieving the loss of their loved ones.